Why deep thinkers feel like odd ones in a shallow world. If you've ever felt like you don't quite fit anywhere, not because you're antisocial, not because you're broken, but because the world feels strangely shallow, there's a reason for that. Deep thinkers often grow up believing there's something wrong with them. Too quiet, too intense, too reflective, too sensitive. But the truth is far simpler and far more unsettling. You don't feel out of place because you're wrong. You feel out of place because you're operating at a different depth. Today, I want to talk about why deep thinkers struggle in a surface-level world, and why that struggle is not a flaw, but a signal. A world built for speed, not depth. Modern life rewards speed. Quick opinions, short answers. Immediate reactions, constant output. Depth, on the other hand, takes time, stillness, reflection, nuance. And because depth can't be rushed, it's often misunderstood. In a world designed for immediacy, people who pause before speaking or think before reacting are seen as slow, distant, or disengaged. But slowness is not lack of intelligence, it's discernment. Why depth can feel unwelcome. Depth has a quiet side effect. It makes people uncomfortable because deep thinkers don't just talk, they notice. They notice inconsistencies. They notice emotional undercurrents. They notice when something doesn't align. And in surface-level environments, that kind of awareness feels threatening. Not because it's aggressive, but because it's revealing. If you've ever been told you think too much, that doesn't mean you should think less. It usually means the environment isn't designed to meet you where you are. The emotional load of being. A deep thinker. Depth comes with responsibility. Deep thinkers often hold emotional nuance, sense unspoken tension, feel collective moods, carry questions others avoid. This can be exhausting. Not because depth is heavy, but because it's often unsupported. When you're the only one willing to go beneath the surface, you can end up feeling lonely, even in company. Why deep thinkers withdraw. Withdrawal is often misunderstood. People assume deep thinkers pull away because they're depressed, aloof, disinterested, but more often, withdrawal is self-preservation. It's the psyche saying, this environment requires too much surface performance. Stepping back isn't rejection, it's regulation. When depth is pathologized, there's a quiet cruelty in how depth is treated. Curiosity becomes overthinking, sensitivity becomes too much. Reflection becomes avoidance. Instead of being taught how to use depth, many people are taught to suppress it. And that suppression creates anxiety, confusion, and self-doubt. Not because depth is wrong, but because it's unsupported. Depth is not superiority. This part matters. Being a deep thinker doesn't make you better than others. It makes you different. Some people are builders. Some are connectors. Some are stabilizers. Some are reflectors. Depth is a role, not a hierarchy. The problem arises when a world built for speed asks reflectors to perform like sprinters, or finding the right environments. Deep thinkers don't need to change themselves. They need quieter spaces, fewer but richer connections, time to integrate environments that respect pauses. When depth is met with depth, it becomes nourishing instead of draining. Why the world still needs you. Even in a surface-driven world, depth matters. Deep thinkers ask better questions, hold long-term perspective, notice consequences before they happen. Stabilize systems that move too fast. You may not be loud. You may not dominate rooms, but you anchor them. You're not here to skim the surface of life. You're here to understand it. And if that makes you feel out of place at times, that doesn't mean you don't belong. It means you carry a lantern in a world that often forgets how to see in the dark. You don't need to become louder. You don't need to become faster. You just need spaces that honor your depth. If this reflected something you felt quietly for a long time, let it settle. Depth doesn't rush. Leave a comment if this spoke to you, like, share, and subscribe. As always, this has been Valkyrie. Thanks for stopping by. Until next time, be kind to yourself and others.